Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? It's getting late. It is like 6:15 and it's starting to get dark outside. So I'm sitting over here. I know it seems like super bright and it's still light outside, but it's getting dark. And so I thought, well, I don't know. I think this is going to be a short vlog tonight because I'm like super tired. But I was like, I don't know if it's going to, how long I'll vlog, so if it starts getting dark, I don't want to be sitting over there in the dark, so I decided to sit over here in this chair. I just made a cup of coffee, gingerbread. I'm working my way through the gingerbread right now. And Alex just heated up his, let's see if this lighter that's been sitting out here forever, let's see if it works. Oh, it does work. So I can light this candle. I haven't lit this candle in quite some time. I haven't been sitting out here because it's been so cold. Today it was nice. It was like around 50 degrees. But the same thing that happened yesterday happened today, is that it was pretty nice most of the day. It was sunny today too, and it was warm. But then it started getting cold rather quickly. I had my hoodie on earlier while I was swimming out here, and now it's getting a little chilly outside. So yeah, I was actually going to take a walk after I got done with all my videos, so I may still do that. May put on my walking shoes and listen to my audiobook for a little bit. We'll see. Alex is inside watching an episode of Watch What Happens Live, and he just heated up his Cuban from Sunday that he brought home. And then I asked him, I said, what are you going to do after that? And he said, I'm so tired. He actually went into work a little bit later today, and he slept in a little bit. We both had a hard time sleeping last night, and he said, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to just relax and look at TikToks, and he said, I'm probably going to go to bed early. So, tonight, for me, it's going to be another Harlan Coben night, because last night, I'm like on this deal of watching all these Harlan Coben shows. I started with Fool Me Once, which I have to tell you, before I started it, you know, like I said this the other day about watching, like I've been watching so much reality TV. I was actually texting Nikki about this yesterday, and I was like, I kind of feel like I need to take a week or 2 or 3 break from reality TV. I watched so much of it that I'm kind of like really loving being back into like watching the series. I actually cannot wait until True Detective is all the way out. I think this Sunday is the 5th episode, which means next Sunday, a week from Sunday, will be the finale, because I think it's only 6 episodes, which a week from Sunday I can tell you what I'll be doing. I'll be watching, I know everybody this Sunday is watching the Super Bowl and having Super Bowl parties, right? But a week from this Sunday, I will be binge watching True Detective. I want to sit back in this chair, so let me pull you guys over here for a little bit. That's what I will be doing a week from Sunday. But I watched Fool Me Once because so many people had recommended it to me. So many of you guys recommended it to me. And I'm so thankful that you did, because I loved it. And I'm like really into this period of like watching all these mystery thriller shows. And so then the next night I watched Safe, which I loved as well. And then last night I was like, I didn't really know which one to watch. I was kind of just like going through them and seeing whichever one kind of like piqued my interest. And I watched The Stranger. And I have to tell you, it's so funny because I was talking to Caroline about it today, and she was like, oh, I think I watched that one, what's it about? And I was telling her a little bit about it, but I didn't want to give it away too much in case she hadn't watched it. She was like, yeah, I think I watched it. I don't know how you would watch these and not remember if you had watched them or not. I mean, they're so, like, intricate. And the thing is about them that I think I love is that they're like mystery within a 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 mystery. There's like so many mysteries that like are all kind of like come together at the end. In a way, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Leanne Moriarty book. Like I read her first book that I read, the first book of hers that I read was Big Little Lies, and I read it when we were in Mexico a couple years ago. They're mysteries, but not like necessarily mysteries like a murder mystery kind of thriller thing. But you don't really know what's going on until the very end. And then I've read a couple of her other books, and I love her writing. But it's about several different characters and stories, and you don't really know in like what direction they're going to, and then they like all come down at the very end. I think the last one I read was Apples May Fall. I started The Husband's Secret, and I never finished it, and then I ended up buying it on Audible, and I keep on meaning to read it, and I always forget. So maybe that will be my next vacation book. Well, I guess our next vacation is Miami, so I'll probably read a Dexter book, because I try to like read a Dexter book when we're in Florida, because it takes place in Florida. That other series that I like, which was The Girl at the Bottom of the Ocean, and then I think it was called Black Coral or something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but I like him too. And it's about the woman that is the scuba diver for the police department in Fort Lauderdale. I really like those books. He's written several series. And I have like the first one of another. Maybe he's just written one other series, but I have the book. I can't remember. Josh Malerman was who wrote Bird Box. It's not him. Josh. I think it's Josh. But anyway. So last night I watched The Stranger, and I watched 2 episodes of it. Alex was down here. I can't remember what he was watching. But I got so tired last night when I was sitting down here. He was in the chair and I was on the couch. And so I was watching it, and I said, I think I'm going to lay down a little bit. And he was like, do you want to watch Vanderpump Rules? It was like right at like 9 o'clock. And he was like, do you want to watch Vanderpump Rules? And I was like, babe, I need to lay down for a little bit. I'm so tired. He's like, well, do you care if I watch it? And I said, no, just I'll watch it tomorrow and catch up. So he started watching Vanderpump Rules, and I went upstairs and I laid down. And I woke up at like 11:30, and I took like a long nap. It was so nice. I'm so cozy, just laying in bed. But Bradley kept on like laying in bed and then jumping down and going to see Alex. He wants us both in bed. It's so cute. Like he'll like look around the bed, and then like he'll be like, oh, like Alex isn't up here, you know, Dad's not up here, so he'll like go downstairs, and he runs back up the stairs. And so he finally gets settled when both of us are in bed. And then last night I noticed when I was down here, he kept on like coming down here and like checking on me and like walking through the kitchen. He just kind of like does this little kind of thing that he does. I take him outside, I give him some treats. He ate late dinner last night. But anyway, so I watched 1,000 Pound Sisters last night, and that was the finale of season 5, so I watched that. And I was going to watch Vanderpump Rules, but I really wanted to finish watching The Stranger, because I was so into it. It's one of the... Fool Me Once took me a little while to get into. Safe took me like an episode to get into, or episode and a half. But that it was really, really good. The Stranger, I was like into it like right away. Like right away I was into it, because I had really no idea like where it was going. And so I watched most of them are like 8 episodes each. And so I watched the whole thing last night. I watched all 8 episodes, or the 6 episodes that I had left, and then I went to bed. Was so good. I had no idea. None of them do I really like. I always have it kind of narrowed down to like 1 or 2 people that I think are like the person at the very end. And I'm always wrong. One thing that happened in it last night, I didn't know. It had something to do with a house, and I didn't know. I did see that coming ahead of time. It sounds like a helicopter, doesn't it? Or a small plane. Must have flown right over my house, because I don't even see it. But anyway, but I did not see the end coming at all in The Stranger, and it was really, really good. Then I went to bed last night, and I took my medicine, and I tossed, and I went to bed, I wouldn't say early, but early for me, and I tossed and turned, honest to God, for like 3.5, 4 hours. I think part of the problem is that I don't sleep well hot. Like, I have to be like kind of cool when I sleep, which is why I love to sleep with a fan. We have the flannel sheets on, and then we have this huge comforter over it, and then on top of the comforter, we have that faux fur blanket. And I think the combination of all of it, plus the heat in the house, since opening the bathroom door and the closet door, like heat is like, it's rather warm upstairs. And I even like turn it down like 2 temperature degrees when I go to bed at night. And I'm still like, I'm so hot in bed. And I've got like my leg out, which my mom used to call the air conditioned leg. You put one leg outside the blanket. And I like just toss and turn. And I just could not. And like Alex finally, like he got up at like 8 o'clock, and I like looked at the clock because he was getting ready to go to work, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, I have been literally tossing and turning for like 3.5, 4 hours. Like, this is unbelievable. And like I would fall asleep for like 10 minutes, and I would like wake up right away. So I don't know. So I'm pretty tired today because Caroline came to get me, and so I wanted to get some stuff done around the house. I said this on my drama channel video, but I'll say it again over here. I really didn't think that I was going to film any videos today. I kind of just thought, like I had said this yesterday, that I might take some days off, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll take today off. But then Caroline had to be at an appointment she had dropped me off no later than 10 till 4, and we got back here, I think it was like 3:30 or something, and so I went inside. I didn't really buy a whole lot, you know, because I'm trying to like eat healthy and stuff like that. So we went to Costco. I did not buy one thing at Costco. Didn't buy dips, didn't buy chips or crackers or any of those things. And I bought iced coffee, 3 bottles of iced coffee from, she pulled into Fresh Time because I thought they might have them at Costco. I looked, they didn't have them. So I feel like I've seen them there at one point where you can buy like 3 of them together, but I ran in and real quick and I bought 3 of them. And then, yeah, that was like really all I got. And then I had a bunch of packages. I think I had like 4 packages at the post office. I've now got like, because Alex said tonight when he came in, he goes, look at all those packages. I have like 8, 9, 10 packages sitting on the kitchen counter to open. I need to do a PO unboxing. I keep on putting it off because I like, okay, we're going to go again next week. So, so she didn't actually get here till like 1, she was going to be here at like 12:30, and then it was like 1:30, and then she was running late, so she got here at like 1:40. So we weren't really gone that long. We didn't go to brunch today or anything like that. She had eaten before and I wasn't hungry. So I have these meals I got at Trader Joe's a while ago, and they're like vegan meals. I think I showed them on my Peter Desktop channel, but one of them is like this vegan curry, and it has this like white jasmine rice with it. I think I might make that tonight. I'm either gonna make that or I'm gonna make the vegan tikka masala. So I'm gonna have one of those tonight for dinner. Well, as soon as I get done vlogging, I'll probably make one of those. And then I might lay down for a little bit. And then I honestly do not know. I want to watch another Harlan Coben show. I'm like loving those. Somebody commented on the vlog yesterday and said if you like those, you'll like Broadchurch. Is that what it's called? But Broadchurch isn't a mystery, is it? Like I only really like I don't want to get into like people have tried to get me into Downton Abbey. Like I tried. Like that's not my thing. I didn't even really try that hard, but it's like not really my thing. Like I like the British shows that are like mysteries and stuff like that, but if it's not a mystery. So is Broadchurch a mystery? If it is, I'll try it and I'll watch it. So somebody recommended that to me. I guess I could look it up. I look everything else up. But anyway, I'm going to watch another Harlan Coben one tonight. Hey, how are you? Beautiful night, isn't it? There are so many people walking in our neighborhood today that I have never seen before. And so many couples. I was filming my drama video earlier and there was like 4 or 5 people walking in a row. It was like parents and then like a grandparent and then like 2 teenagers. It's like they were all like, it was like I remember like on like Thanksgivings and stuff like that or holidays when I would like come out here, take Boo Riley out, and there'd be like a whole group of like 10 people, and they would call them wine walks, and they would like all have like glasses of wine while they were walking down the street. It was like, it's been like that today. I mean, this has been like the nicest day we've had so far this winter. It feels so strange that we're in February already, and we've got like, okay, February, March, and like, well, April and May are nice in Indianapolis. Actually they're trying to like organize, I just got the email about this today, they're trying to organize something about the solar eclipse. I guess it's April 8th, and they're like going to organize something in the neighborhood for everybody to like go and see it, and they're like telling you like where you can buy the glasses to not look at it and stuff like that, which I think that would be kind of fun, so I might do that. Alex actually said there's like something that you can do downtown at like Lucas Oil Stadium, which is like you know, I think it's where the Colts play, that you can like see, like they're doing this whole production thing there or whatever. I think it'd just be kind of fun to sit in the backyard and just look at it, you know, but I'm gonna get those glasses. They told us like where we can buy them. They're real cheap. You can buy like ones for like $1.95 or $2.50. They're like the cheap ones, or you can buy like these special ones that are like $25. Can somebody explain to me what's the difference? I'll probably buy the more expensive ones because I'm like so afraid that I'll like, you know, my eyes. But I have to tell you, the movie that I immediately thought of, it was so weird. The carriage lights outside of these people's houses, they just like flashed on and flashed off, flashed on and flashed off, which is weird because like, okay, these carriage lights we control, but the ones like on our garage, we don't control those. Those like go off like when it starts getting dark. Or maybe maybe those are the ones that they control and I just can't tell from here. I don't know. But anyway, Yeah, it's weird to think that I really only have like February and March left until it's like nice weather where I can like film out here every day. And so, I mean, because every day that I get up, I never really know. Like, is it going to be like 20 degrees or 30 degrees, or is it going to be like 50, you know? But I think we're done with the bad weather. I mean, we didn't even really have it. February can be bad in Indianapolis as far as weather. Do you hear the geese? I just love the sounds of sitting outside and drinking a cup of coffee. My mom would have loved this, to have just like sat on the front porch. I don't know why she never sat out here. She had this like glass table. I used to have it out here. She had a glass table out here with a chair, and she had these two glass side tables that had like this like white it was metal, but it was like painted white. It looked like bamboo, like white bamboo, but it was glass or like chrome or something. And then it was glass tables. And on our porch in the house I grew up on, they were like on either side of the couch. When she moved here, it was her nightstand, and then she had one in this corner with a chair next to it. I don't remember her ever sitting out here though. Like maybe every once in a blue moon, but like on the back patio, the glass table, the round glass table that had 4 chairs with it where we like eat a meal, she had that out there, and then she had like one other chair. She never, like, she sat on her back patio sometimes and read, but she never really sat out here. I don't know why. But my mom would have probably loved this, just like if I had come over here to like have a cup of coffee and sit on the front porch and talk and wave to people as they walked by. It's kind of funny that I love this so much, and it's not something that my mom did, you know? Because that is something that she would have loved. She would have loved to like sit out here and just like wave to people when they walk by and say hi to people and stuff like that. It's funny in retrospect that that wasn't something that she ever did or partook in. I don't know why she didn't sit out here. What was I saying? So yeah, it's weird to me that, I mean, I was like thinking about it was last night or the night before, I was taking Boo Radley out, and I was like, okay, well the pool closed September 1st, like the weekend of September 1st. So the pool's been closed September, October, November, December, January, 5 months, right? Which, in all honesty, like I kind of see things through vlogging lenses, if that makes sense. Like when I've been vlogging and like where I've been vlogging and whatever, it doesn't feel like it's been 5 months since the pool's been closed. It really doesn't. And to think now that we have like February, March, April, and May, so we have 4 months, we have less time until the pool opens since the pool's been closed. And I think it opens like mid-May. I think they opened it, didn't I say, I looked, and they opened it like May 17th or 18th last year because the weather was nice. So they may open it early, which means we really only have like 3.5 months left, you know? The end of March, we're going to Florida. So that'll cut, and then when we come back, it'll be nice weather. So yeah, then I gotta get working on this. I gotta talk to my neighbor across the street about when we need to like split the hostas, because she said she would help me with that last year, to do that this year. The thing is, I mean, we can't do it yet. I noticed at Costco today they had like a lot of like gardening stuff out of people like starting their gardens for the spring, which I was like, but the ground is still like cold and frozen. They have like these big, like, you know, the flower pot, not the ones to like put on your front porch, but like, you know, to do yourself, not like the ones that have like the plants and stuff in it, but like just the pots themselves. And I thought it's kind of early to start all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I remember her last year, like maybe it was in March, her starting to do stuff early. But there's no hostas up yet, so we couldn't even split them if we wanted to. I don't know when they'll start growing. But yeah, this is completely, the walkway is completely like all gone. There's like a little bit of grass growing over here, crabgrass, which like I probably should pull up here sometime. It'll probably just grow right back. And then over here is like the rest of this one plant, but it's not a hosta, I don't know what it is. The lilies or whatever they are, I need to pull all that up. And then I just want to have like 4 hostas and 4 hostas, or 5 hostas and 5 hostas. I don't know, whatever she thinks is best. But I don't even, like, I couldn't even look and tell you, like, where they are right now because, well, I guess you could kind of, but she's going to help me split them. So I don't know when you do that. I'm sure some of you out there are, like, master gardeners and know, but she's going to help me with that. So I need to talk to her, actually, the next time I see her about when we do that. I would think, like, the end of March, something like that would probably be when you split those. So So she's going to help me with that. I'm really excited about that. And then I'm going to get some really dark mulch and just weed it all and just have the hostas and the I mean, Alex could care less. He wanted to take all this out and just have stones in here at one point. I was like, we can't do that, Alex. Like, it'll just, he was like, why not? I go, you don't want any greenery or any mulch or anything? He's like, no, just put all stones. Just get bags of stones and put it out there. I was like, no, I don't want that. He doesn't care at all. I mean, he loves when I do the flowers on the front porch and stuff like that. He thinks it's pretty, but like I'll be like, come out here and look at the flowers. Like, he's like, oh, they're pretty, you know. But like, he doesn't like take as much pride in it as I do. Now the plants on the back patio, like I think it was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, maybe, when we got all the plants out there. He really liked that, but he would like it to look very like jungle, tropical out on the back porch. Fingers crossed that those palm trees upstairs in the bathroom make it to the spring. There's parts that are like bright green and growing, and then there's other parts that are like dead. Somebody told me that I need to like take the dead parts off, but what's weird is that like there's parts of the dead part that are like bright green and like new, and it's a small place in that bathtub, so I don't know to like go in there. It's gonna make such a huge mess. I'm just gonna have to wait until the spring. Fernalicious is doing great. She's huge and she's still growing and she's vibrant and green, so she'll be right up here again next year. Fernalicious, I don't know if she's still asymmetrical. I might have to cut the asymmetrical part of her off. So yeah. So Fernalicious will be back out here with us. I thought that'll be, I don't think next year I'll keep the 2 palm trees. I'll try to keep them alive because they're not, I mean, I water them like once a week, but they're just not doing great. Fernalicious is doing great. I think she needs more soil in her, what do you call it, in her pot. I think she needs more soil in there because when I water it, it goes like right through. Or maybe it's like just really, really dry because it's in the bathroom. I also probably should put the humidifier in there like a couple days a week, just like while I'm filming and stuff like that, and have the humidifier just going in the bathroom. Well, hi, Little Boo Radley. Little Boo Radley, you want to say hi? I turned off the camera and I was like turning it around. So I don't think that I'm going to keep the palm trees the next year. I don't think I'll do that. I just don't think they're doing that great. I think that I will definitely try to keep Fernalicious. I was like thinking the other night, I was like looking at her and I was like, this will be so funny if Fernalicious is like 10 years old and she's like this huge fern and I put her out on the front porch every year, you know? She actually seems to be thriving a little bit better in the bathroom than she did out here. And probably because she doesn't get a lot of sunlight, but I don't think ferns like a lot of sunlight, do they? I love ferns. I think they're so beautiful. I'm kind of excited about the fact that like I have this fern that like I've cultivated and grown throughout the winter that's so beautiful, instead of you know, just like going and buying a new fern. I always wonder like what's it gonna look like once you take the wrap off, because most of the places I buy the ferns, you know, like at Costco, if you buy a fern they have like the plastic wrap around it, because they're cheaper there than if you go at the table, unless you go to, you know, like a flower market and you buy a fern, and then they're kind of expensive, those flower markets. So, but anyway, I can't believe that I'm even talking about spring. It seems so weird. The next month that we start will be March. Now, we have had some, I feel like I talk about this every year on my vlog, but we've had bad weather in Indiana in March. I mean, I remember when I was a little kid, this is what I've talked about every year. I remember as a little kid, like in kindergarten or first grade, you take a paper plate, and on one side of it, you would do the, what do you call it, the cotton balls, and you would make a lamb. You would like draw a face of a lamb, then you put cotton balls over it, and then on the other side, you put yellow string, and you make a lion. You draw a little lion's face, and then you would hang it on like your desk or your door, and it was like, the saying is, if March comes in like a lion, it goes out like a lamb. Every time I say this, there's always at least one person that gets very, very confused about this, so let me explain it. And if March comes in like a lion, it goes out like a lamb. And what that means is, like if it comes in like a lion, like roaring like a lion, that means like a storm, like bad weather, storms, things like that. And then a lamb means gentle, nice weather. So supposedly the saying is that, maybe from the Farmer's Almanac or something. People in Indiana still, they swear by that Farmer's Almanac. Like every year my neighbors will be like, well, the Farmer's Almanac says. But so the idea is, if March comes in like really rough and stormy, then the end of March will be like really nice and gentle, you know, and spring-like weather. And if March comes in like gentle and spring-like, it'll go out like with a storm. I actually remember some Easters that I can see like a picture of Caroline and I Easter egg hunting in like coats, and it was real cold. I feel like I remember like 1 or 2 Easters where maybe it snowed, but that would have been like really, really rare. Yeah, April and May is like, I mean, May is nice, and then June gets warm. I mean, usually like the last couple of Junes have been pretty temperate. They haven't been that hot. It feels like there's been like 3 or 4 days where it's like 85 and above, and then it's like the rest of June is pretty temperate, and then July and August are like the days, which for me will be the pool days. You know, last year, towards the end of summer, I just cuffed my jeans for absolutely no reason. Can we just show this? I have absolutely no idea why I just did this. And I have on my furry Birkenstocks because they're so warm. But last year towards, I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but I started filming the videos out here late at night for my drama channel for the next day. You know, like, if Alex goes to bed and I don't take a nap, and I know the next day is going to be beautiful and I want to go to the pool, I can just, like, film a drama video out here, and then, you know, also do, like, a review video for TV review video, and then, like, the next day, get up at, like, 9 in the morning, 9 or 10, and then film, like, a Peter Does Stuff video, a Peterisms video, and, like, a review video, you know, and then, like, 2 or 3 booktube videos that week throughout the time, and then like go to the pool from like noon until like 4 or 5, and sometimes it doesn't even get warm enough to go to the pool till like 1, and then go to the pool. And also the other thing is, if there's not people at the pool, I get real bored, and so like I don't stay there that long. And to be at the pool till like 4 or 4:30, and then come back and vlog from like 4:30 to 5:30, that would be like a perfect day. That's got to be my schedule this summer. Caroline also informed me that she wants to go to the pool a lot this summer, so I'm real excited about the pool. But I think from like day 1, like I've got to make sure that, well, I went on the last day of the pool closing, so I will be up there the first day the pool opens. Whenever that happens, I will let y'all know, and I will be up there the very first day. And the countdown to summer will, well, I mean, the pool's open always on the 31st of like Memorial Day, not Memorial, Labor Day, yeah, Memorial Day weekend. They always open, but when the pool's open in Indianapolis. I mean, like, people that have backyard pools and stuff like that, I mean, you can open that whenever. You could open it today if you wanted to, you know. But public pools or semi-public pools, like our neighborhood is considered a semi-public pool, they're supposed to open on Memorial Day weekend. I think because it's considered a semi-public pool, they can kind of open it in May if pool companies can come out and open it. But they don't really start doing that until, like, the beginning of May or whatever. But maybe this year we'll have really warm weather in May. That would be awesome, and they would open the pool early. Then we'd have June, July, August, and part of May, so we'd have like 3.5 months. Oh god, that would be so fantastic. I would love that. Yeah, I need to have a real schedule of how I want to do things this summer. But Indiana weather is so weird. Like, you know, you can have, like, during the week, you can have, like, 4 days of bright sunshine in the 85 to 90 degree weather, or you can have, like, 6 days in a row where it's cloudy and it's, like, raining and you don't want to go to the pool. It's just, like, I can remember there's been, like, Junes, maybe last June was one of them, where I would go to the pool 2 days because it would be, like, 80 or 81, and then the next 4 or 5 days it would be, like, rainy and, like, in the 70s, and you'd be like, well, I don't want to go to the pool, you know, it's, like, 75 and it's rainy, you know? So maybe I'll just aim for like some days that I'm going to take off during the summer being like on the nicer days. I think it's so funny. Like, somebody commented on the vlog last night and they go, another video of Peter talking about taking days off. Like, the vlog is just me, like, thinking in my head out loud. Like, these are the things I think about. It's not like, I mean, it's not like I have real deep thoughts over here. I mean, sometimes I do, but, you know, this is just, like, me thinking out, like, loud. Like, if I was literally just sitting here with a cup of coffee, these are the things I'd be thinking. Like, well, maybe this summer, like, you know, instead of having, like, structured days taken, I mean, these are the things I would think about, you know? Like, and I'm just saying them out loud. Like, I'm talking to you guys, you know? Like, I'm just sitting there. It's not like I feel like those are real important thoughts or whatever, or like I'm like, okay, well, I talked yesterday about this, so I better not talk about it today. So I'm sorry that I offend thee by talking about what days I want to take off. So anyway, back to the Harlan Coben. Yeah, tonight, I don't know which one I want to watch. Well, I had said in my drama video earlier that okay, so I keep on looking up these lists online of like what are the best Harlan Coben shows like on Netflix. And they rank them, like, you know, I think there's like 10 of them out or 8 of them out or something like that. And then there's 1 or 2 on Amazon or something like that. And they rank them like in order of, by the way, if they're not Harlan Coben, but they're mystery series that are like on Netflix or HBO Max or, I mean, every streaming service, we have every streaming service. So any of those, if it's like a mystery thriller series that like you could not stop watching, it was so good, that you couldn't figure out, please put it in the comment section below because I want to binge watch a bunch of mystery thriller series. Most of them I've seen, like all of the main ones that people have talked about for years, I've seen. All the true crime stuff I've seen as soon as it comes out. So it's hard to give me a recommendation because, you know, but like don't be afraid of that. Just put whatever is like, if you've like, oh god, I loved The Keepers, you know, or like somebody asked me the other day, they were like, have you seen Making a Murderer? I was like, god, I wish they would come out with a new season of that. Let us know what's going on these days with those people, those 2 guys. Brendan Dassey and what was the other guy's name? Steven. That was a great documentary. I got Alex hooked on that. I watched like the first episode and then I was watching the second one laying on the couch and Alex came in, he started watching it. I was like, do you want to watch the first episode over? And he was like, no, we can just start it from here. I'll watch it with you. And I was like, well, you're not going to know what's going on. And so we went back and we watched the first episode. Maybe that was season 2 that we did. I feel like it was season 1 though. But we started watching it from we like binge watched the whole thing in like 2 days or something like that. I can't remember, but it was like 1 day or 2 days. I was like, do you want to watch another one? We like loved it. It was so good. And Alex is not somebody that loves true crime documentaries, especially in true crime documentary series. Some of my favorites are, well, Making a Murderer, The Staircase, I loved. The Keepers was fantastic. That American Nightmare that I just watched was really good. Don't F with Cats was probably one of the best. That was probably one of the scariest ones I've ever watched. So many of them are so good. What was the one that took place in that small town? I was like, that one really made me... No One Saw a Thing. That was really good. I watched that last year. That was when I like looked up like the best true crime documentaries or documentary series, and it came up with like 5 that I had never heard before. Is it The Thin Blue Line, or is that the name of a movie? It was something like that. It was about the guy that was accused of doing something that he didn't do. That's like ranked number 1 in all of them. I watched it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was like the best I'd ever seen. I wish they would do a follow-up to The Keepers, because they never did like solve it at the end or anything like that. But yeah, like I'm loving these shows. I think it's just like I light the candles at night. I get all cozy in the chair and I, you know, put on comfy pajamas and I get all cozy and I love it. I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much fun. I love this so much. So, yeah. Somebody asked me, I think it was Kayla that asked me, hey Kayla, how are you? That's watching my videos for a long time. If I'm going to do regular checkups on my Peter Does Stuff channel for my like health and weight loss and stuff like that. It's been slow, I will tell you that, which is interesting because I thought that I would like shed a lot of weight really quickly. I've had some screw ups, but I've done pretty good. And I was going to do like every week. I was going to do like a check-in every week. I think I'm going to do it because I don't want to turn the Peter Does Stuff channel into a weight loss channel unless like I get really into like, you know, like working out and whatever, but that's not happening. So I don't really, to be honest with you, other than doing like a weigh-in this week, which I have no problem doing. I mean, I've lost a little bit of weight, but not a lot. I don't want to do like a video just being like, yeah, and here was what my weight was last week and this is what my weight is this week. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like every other for a while and just talk about like the things I've messed up on, the struggles I've had, the things I've done well, the things I've done good at, those kinds of things. I think I'm gonna do that and do it like every other week. And I think I posted that video, my first video, on Tuesday. which is why, is today Wednesday? Yeah, which is why Kayla would have asked, is that going to be your regular day for posting? I think I did it on Tuesday because I was going to start it on Monday, and then I did it on Tuesday of last week because I didn't start it on Monday because I messed up. I think I'm going to actually do it Fridays. So I might do one this Friday. We'll just have to kind of see how I feel. But like I said, there's not really tons to report. So I feel like, other than just getting on video and being like, yeah, this is my weight this week, and that was my weight last week, and there's so much weight I've lost, I think I might do it every 2 weeks. Unless stuff starts picking up or whatever, you know? Now, I know tomorrow or Friday on the Peter Does Stuff channel, I'm doing the PO unboxing. So, on Friday, if I wake up and I'm, like, feeling in the mood to talk, that's kind of just how it goes. But I do feel like I need to have, like, a day where I'm doing it. So, I think starting... Okay. Well, that would have been... It'll be 2.5 weeks. So, starting a week from... Oh, no, because next Friday I'm not filming. Well, maybe Thursdays would be a good day, actually. Because Thursdays are good filming days for me. I usually have therapy. I'm trying to think of what day I know that I can always post a Peter Does Stuff video. Because Tuesdays I can't always, if I go to a meeting that night with Tanya. Mondays are hard with, like, therapy. If we have marriage counseling, I have to leave early, so I can't make a commitment that I can always do that video that day. Wednesdays are cousin fun day, so it would have to be a Thursday or Friday. Some Fridays I take off, so it would have to be a Thursday or Friday. Maybe Thursday should be the day, and I'm not going to do that tomorrow. So next Thursday, I will do my first update, and then I'll do updates every Thursday or every other Thursday after that. How's that go? What do you think about that? We cool with that? Okay. So that's the plan. So Kayla, thank you for asking that. I had actually been, before I saw that comment, I was like thinking about that, like, okay, because I knew Tuesdays weren't a good day for me, because I was like, if I end up like having to go to like a meeting and getting ready early and I'm running late, like that's gonna be a video that I'm gonna have to throw up really quick, and I don't want to like do that. So I was like, what's a good day for me to do it? So Thursdays are actually probably a good day. So yeah, I'll do Thursdays. And then I'll start it next Thursday. Will be the first weigh in. Yeah, I haven't really lost a lot of weight. I thought, like, I'm not using the syrups in the coffee. I've been eating better. I've had a few mess ups, but I'll just save that for the video. But not like tons, you know. And I've been drinking a lot of water. I haven't been exercising or really any of that stuff at all. So, oh, here's Prime, Amazon. Are they dropping me off something? They go, no. They're going to the next house. Are they backing up? Is it for me? I actually ordered a pair of shoes on Amazon. I wanted a pair of like the old school, like black Vans. Like the old school black Vans with like the gum soles on them. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like the tan gum soles. But I actually saw a pair of like DC shoes that I liked better, and they were cheaper than the Vans. The Vans were like $78 or $55 or something, and these were like $35 or $40. And so I got these. I'm saying these, like these are delivered. I don't think they're even coming for 2 or 3 days, so this is probably not for me. So anyway, I bought those. I'm trying to be good about spending and not buy a bunch of stuff this month. I'm trying to like, I didn't do too bad last month, and then this month I'm trying to like carry over my money, because I like set money aside, you know, for stuff that I want to buy. I'm trying to like spend a limited amount and set it aside for like next month, and then because we're going to Florida, in case I want to buy some stuff for going to Florida or in Florida, and then May be good, so I have like extra money. I've done so good on like, I know to a lot of people it probably seems like I spend a lot of stuff, but like I set a certain amount of money aside. I've talked about budgeting so much on this channel. I'm not doing that tonight, but like I set a certain amount of money aside for every month for just like things that I want to buy. I mean, it's not a huge amount or whatever, but what I don't spend of that goes over to the next month. Well, and then like once a year, like if there's like, let's say a certain amount of money, let's just say if there was like $1,000 that was like left over at the end of the year, I would take out like half of that and I would put it into my personal savings account and then just carry it over. But at this point, it's been carried over so much, and I've taken money out, I mean through the years, and I've taken money out and put it into my personal savings account that, I mean, if I want to buy some things, I could buy some things at this point, because You know, like I budget very strictly about like what I'm gonna spend on food, what I'm gonna spend on this, I mean, we even set money aside like for travel, things like that. And so, yeah, I'm very particular with all that kind of stuff. That was just something that I learned through the years. I remember having a friend of ours that talked about she and her husband, like, they had envelopes, and they would do like envelopes of like how much money, or they had like one of those like folding things or whatever, and they would set like so much money aside for like going out to eat and entertainment, and like when that money was spent, they like for the week, like if they'd spend it on Tuesday and Wednesday, they wouldn't do anything over the weekend and stuff like that. I thought that was so smart, and so now I do it, but like I just kind of like ration it out, and I keep it like on a separate like a spreadsheet kind of thing, and do all that kind of stuff like in my head, kind of like figure it out and whatever. But I will tell you this, having like a written out budget that I know like what I'm spending every month always keeps me within budget. I never go, I can't even remember the last time that I went over budget. Alex bought a lot of clothes in the last 2 months and stuff like that, so he's kind of like, right now he's like, what did he say on our Q&As? Because people were like, what is that? He said he's like in spending prison or something like that. He's just not allowing himself to buy anything right now. And like he'll be like looking at something on his phone. He'll be like, I really want this, but I don't need it. And I'm like, yeah, you don't need another black sweater because you have 400 of them. He's like, I know, but I really like this one. I'm like, how is that black sweater any different than any other sweater you have? And then he's like, well, you have like 14 pairs of Birkenstocks. I'm like, that is true. And there's ones I want right now and I can't get them. I don't need any more plastic ones. I bought a brand new pair of black ones last year and I hardly even wore them. And then I have gray ones. You know what's so funny is those black and red ones that I absolutely hated when I first got them were the ones that I wore the most. Because I would just wear them like, you know, out in the yard to go to the pool, up here or whatever, like out here, like every day that I filmed, I wore those red and black ones. And I ended up loving those ones the most. You know, it's so funny that the ones that I liked the least, I have this pair of Birkenstock clogs that have like a Monet painting on them. I thought they were so cool when I got them. I've worn them like once or twice. They like don't look good with anything. I don't even know what to wear them with. But I think they're so cool. I'm so glad I have them because they were like limited edition, so you can't get them anymore. But earlier today, and these ones that were fur, well, they're faux fur inside. I got these like last year or the year before, and I got the sandals too. I have the sandals in 2 different colors, and I didn't wear these at all like for 2 years. I just broke them out like a month and a half ago, and I've been wearing them like every day. Instead of like the boots, I wore them every day. I also actually bought a pair of UGG boots that are up in the closet, a brand new pair. My pair that I have down here that I've had for several years to wear out here and take the dog out and stuff like that, they are so like the soles of them are so bad. Like I just need to get rid of them and bring the new ones down, but I haven't broken the new ones down. Now I'm like, should I just wait till next year and then I'll have a brand new pair of boots next year? That's what I think I'll do. But yeah, the gray I wore today, well, I didn't wear these out with Caroline. I wore the gray. I mean, I do wear the clogs, the Birkenstock clogs. I wear them so much. Birkenstocks are the most comfortable shoe I've ever had in my entire life, hands down. I wear the sandals all summer long. Today I wore the gray, like the dark gray. I have like a cream colored felt, and then I have like a dark gray colored felt. And I wore those today. I just had this weird flash of a memory hearing those people like they're leaving. You can hear them talking in the driveway as they're leaving. And it reminded me of like coming over to my mom's house. It feels very much like early spring out here. Like the sky is completely clear and it's very still outside. It's cool enough that it still feels like early spring, but it feels like it could be really nice during the day, like 60 or 70. And I smell like earthiness. Like it smells like stuff is growing. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But I have this like fond memory of like coming over here and having like a cup of coffee with my mom, and then like she would always walk me out to the car, you know, like me and my roommate or me and my ex, and be like, bye guys, like see you later, you know, and then she'd like stand out here and wave as we like took off and go home and like put pajamas on and go to bed. And like, well, I would always lay in bed when I was single. I would always lay in bed and like watch a movie as I was going to sleep, and it was always like an Alfred Hitchcock movie or To Kill a Mockingbird or some old movie like Arsenic Old Lace or something like that. And I would always watch a movie. Those were like such great nights. Like come over here and just like hang out with my mom and drink a cup of coffee. We take a walk around the neighborhood and stuff. It was so fun. I love those nights. Actually, I think I might go take a walk. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put on my walking shoes and go for a walk. So I'm gonna get off here now. Do a little short outro tonight. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. I'm gonna go take a walk, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So I love you, and I'll see you then. Bye. Love you.